Alright, here's another video that I want to make. First of all, have you ever had one of those friends that would do stuff, and then when you do it, they call you out, or they think you're stupid or something like that. I had one of those friends, and now I'm not her friend no more, cause she just crossed over out with me. Here's the story. I had this friend, ain't my friend no more, but I had this friend that here's the scenario. She would always wear skirts, right? Girls, a lot of girls like to wear skirts. I'm not one of those girls. But it was one of those days, but I just felt like it. So, she would always wear skirts. You know what I'm saying? She would wear skirts every single day, okay? She would wear skirts to school all the time. She's a skirt wearer. She would wear dresses, she would wear skirts all the time. Me and her are like two opposites. That's why we're always friends. Because opposites attract, right? Opposites attract. We used to be best friends, and we were friends for like 10 years. And now our friendship isn't really all that friend anymore. Because she got on my last nerve with this, okay? It's not just the fact that she said that I probably would still be her friend if this was the first time. But she has been doing this a lot lately. Ever since we got to intermediate school, 6th grade, she has been, I'd be like, girl, what is your issue? Because, okay, my best friend and I, ever since my ex-best friend and I, during the 6th grade, she would tell all kinds of lies. Like, she said that she knew how to do this. If you are a cheerleader, okay? You know how cheerleaders be doing those days where you jump and they do a split in the air sort of thing? Like they do like a toe touch in the air, kinda? You know that? You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about? That little toe touch, that jump, and then that toe touch in the air, and it kinda looks like a split? You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, she said that she was able to do a toe touch or something. Kinda like something like a toe touch. And I asked her to let me see. And she did it, and it was like, you said you could do a toe touch. That was no toe touch. And I don't know, it wasn't exactly a toe touch, but it was something along the lines of a split in the air. That's all I know. Or like when you do that little, it was kind of like a toe touch, but different. I don't remember what it was called, but she said she could do it. It's like she couldn't even do it. She couldn't. She could barely do, a stretch kick. A stretch kick basically is like a front kick, but instead your leg is straight and you put it in the air. I could do it better than she could, and I've never done cheerleading before in my life. But I guess it's because I'm a lot more flexible than her. Maybe. And when I told her that I was taking karate, when I first started taking karate when I was like a white belt, something like that, and she said that she was taking karate for years and that she was a green belt. No, ma'am. Because if you were a green belt, I wouldn't have to show you how to do a front kick. You would already know how to do a front kick. You would already know how to do a round kick. You wouldn't have to tell me and ask me to show you how to do it. I know she was lying. And then, not too long ago, a few weeks back, she said there was this ghost in her house. She's always insisting that her house is haunted. Which I know isn't true, but I just go along with her to humor her. Which I guess was a mistake. But for real though, she said that there was this ghost in her house and it came from the mirror. I was like, Bloody Mary? And she's like, no, it's this other girl. It's this other ghost. She said that the ghost came from the mirror and that you can't look in the mirror. Because if you look in the mirror, she'll come. And that's when she saw it. And so I didn't look in the mirror. Actually, I looked in the mirror and it did come. But for real, I pretended not to look. And then, when she looked in the mirror, as soon as I left the bathroom, when I was like around the corner, she looked in the mirror and then I saw her. I'm like, I thought you said I had to look in the mirror. And I was like, she was like, it'll come. I'm like, I knew she was lying as soon as she said, I knew she was lying as soon as she told me the story. But I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to look in the mirror, but she was. That's when I was thinking, like, is something up? Cause I can't look in the mirror, but she can. And then the thing that crossed the line. She, like I said, she wears skirts every day, almost. Any chance she gets, she always wears skirts. Or something. I've never seen a day where she wore shorts. It's either skirts or pants. But it's always a skirt. It's usually skirts. Every once in a blue moon or something, she will wear pants. But it's usually a skirt. Okay? It's usually a skirt. I used to wear skirts sometimes. And sometimes you have to force me into a skirt. That was during my girly girl days. I ain't no girly girl, but I do like to play with my hair, obviously. I do like to play with my hair. That's my favorite accessory is my hair. It is. You know what I'm saying? Because I can just do so much with it. I love it. But for real. I don't like the oddball of my family because, you know what I'm saying. Their hair, they cut it all off and now they're going it back. I ain't cutting my hair off. Sorry. I'm just like my aunt only cuts my hair. I ain't cutting it off. No, I don't care what you did. I don't care what your mama did. But I ain't cutting it off. No. My hair is thick and long. Especially when it's straight. But, like, for real. But anyway, back to the story. So, she will always wear skirts. And I decided that today I was going to wear a skirt. Because, you know what? It has been a while. Like, years. And I mean years. Since I wore a skirt. I have gone, like, at least several years without wearing a skirt. I mean, I don't mind wearing a dress, but, like, skirts, no. I don't know what it is about skirts that just, I don't know what it is about a skirt that I just don't like. Like, I have no problem wearing a dress. Well, I kind of do, but I only wear dresses on, like, those occasions where I, where we're, going to fancy places, like Halloween dances, parties, stuff like that. That's where, when I have to dress all fancy, that's where I'll wear a dress and some high heels. But, like, skirts, I don't know what it is about skirts that I just don't like. I don't know. I just always hated. I don't know. Ever since I grew out of skirts and dresses, I just never wore a skirt again until that day. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even touch a skirt. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I hated skirts, and I still hate skirts. But I decided that since I haven't worn a skirt in a long time, then I might as well. And plus, I was also so conscious about my butt. Because my butt's so big. And then one time during gym class, I was wearing these short shorts. I had no other choice. They were the only blue shorts that I could find. You know what I'm saying? And I had to wear blue shorts and a gray shirt to gym class. I'm at that age where I'm allowed to change in the locker room. And I was scared to do that because I didn't. That's why I always change in the bathroom stall. I always change in the bathroom stall unless I had no other choice. Okay? Because I'm so cautious about my body. I'm sorry. I am so conscious. I am so conscious. Because I don't feel all that attractive when it comes to my body, though. I mean, I am. I have a little bit of sex appeal, maybe. But it's like, I don't want nobody to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm so cautious. But for real, though. So this is one of those days where I felt like wearing a skirt, maybe getting my hair done, just to look cute. But because it was cold outside, I decided to wear tights. You know what I'm saying? I decided to wear tights. And I was trying to find them old tights, like them long, thick tights. But I couldn't find them because I threw them all away. So, but I did find one pair of tights. So, yeah. And when I went outside, I wasn't cold at all. I was comfortable. I was nice and comfortable. I didn't feel nothing. I was comfortable. So I didn't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I was wearing a skirt. And, it did the girl at the nerve when she saw me. When I was about to sit at our usual table, she said, "What the heck are you wearing? That skirt is way too short." And the skirt wasn't even that short. The skirt was like at least 2 inches above my knee. It wasn't all that short. And you know what the thing that got to me was that it was the same size, it was the same length skirt that she would wear. That's the same kind of skirt that she would wear. What's she talking about too short? That's the same size skirt you would wear. What are you talking about? And then the thing is that she had the nerve to call me a slut. She said, if you want to be a slut, be a slut. I'm like, excuse me? Got the nerve to call me a slut? You know better than that. You know I would never let someone do that to me unless I was old enough and I wanted it. Because you know what? I am too young for that. And I'm a virgin. Okay? Never once have I slept around. Never once have I even slept with one person in my life. And you know that. And the thing is, she knows that I will never do that. She knows better. I mean, I don't know who she thinks she is calling me a slut. She probably thought I wasn't going to check her, but I did. I called her a slut too. Because I said, if you're going to call me a slut, then I'm going to call you a slut because you wear skirts every day. And it's not the first time she does this. She's been doing a lot of this ever since elementary school. And my mom said she was probably always jealous of me. And she probably was. I want to be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because she always acted like, she always kind of acted a little, you know, jealous, you know, a little, a little standoffish when I would, wear my hair down or wear some cute clothes to school, make my uniforms look tight and all that. She would, you know what I'm saying, she would be like a little off, but when I was, when my hair was looking all rough and all that, she would be all over me, I swear. I guess she doesn't like me trying to dress up now. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's jealous of me or something. And I'm not saying that she's supposed to be. I'm just like, why are you calling me a slut when you wear skirts every day? That was the one day I saw her wear pants. But because it was probably because I rock the skirt better than you do. She's probably mad because I look better in a skirt than she does. Cause it's not that. And maybe she was always jealous of me because I was a smaller size. And one time she said that the reason why he didn't hang out with her was because of me. Was because I always hung out with me. Was because she always hung out with me. I was like, in my mind, I was like, no, the reason why they didn't hang out with you because you big. They didn't like her. You know why nobody liked her? Because she was fat. Okay, she was one of the biggest girls at school. She wasn't the biggest girl, but she was one of the big girls. The really big girls. She wasn't really that big, but she was around 200. She was around 200 something pounds. She's like twice my size. Twice my size. I'm slimmer. I'm a lot slimmer. I'm a thick girl. She's a big girl. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being big. I always thought she was gorgeous. Okay, I always thought she was drop dead gorgeous, girl. I always thought she was drop dead gorgeous. If anything, I always thought she was prettier than me. But for some reason, she just can't. And when she called me a slut, I had it up to here with her insults and all her lies and all that. I was like, you know what? If you gonna call me names, then I'm gonna call them right back. I mean, I usually don't check her a lot of the time, but she knows better. She knows better. That's why I don't. But you know what? This time she's gone way too far. Because you can play games all you want with me, but when it comes to my sexuality and my personal health, you ain't gonna play with me. You ain't gonna crack jokes about that with me. I'm sorry. But you're not gonna call me anything and whatever and expect me not to check you. Especially after last year. Last year people got away with anything. They called me anything, but not this year. No, not this year. Not this year. I had it up to here with people with that. They always think they could call me something and get away with it, but excuse me, honey, but you're not about to call me nothing and expect me to check you first. Because I've been up to the point where I'm like, girl, you call me one name, I'm going to have to check you. You put your hand on me, I'm going to have to break you. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of people just taking advantage of me, call me any type of name. I don't think so. You keep your madness and your misery over there, sweetie, and I would do me. Me wearing a skirt has nothing to do with you. Okay, me wearing a skirt doesn't mean anything. So I don't need to hear it. I have one of those friends that just come up to you and say, oh, you a slut because you wear it. I don't think so. I've never been a slut, never will be. Bye. Sorry that I had to go on her and all that, but for real.